So I did get the job that I was talking with you about,
Yay!
and I took the position. I'm now in this role, and I mean I'm only 2 weeks in, but I absolutely love it. And I can tell that it's very different than the kinds of positions that I had before. Like already I can see that I'm going to be spending my time in a very different way. Um, and yeah, I feel like much more like energized by this kind of work. One of the things that I really took away from the course was thinking about what my career values were. That was something that I hadn't really done in the past. And I think there's often a lot of focus for PhDs on like, what are your transferable skills from this PhD? Um, and one of the things that I realized in doing the values reflection was that even though there were some things that I was skilled at doing and I could do them well in my work, they weren't necessarily things that I really enjoyed doing or were really in alignment with my core values. So I think that was a really big takeaway from doing the course because I felt like I could then use those values as a lens for looking at new opportunities. Um, and I think it was really helpful. I know like after I took the course, I was starting to poke around a little bit and look at some job openings. And there were some where I thought, oh, I could do that. Like that seems like it's something that's very like in alignment with my skills and background. And then I thought, wait a minute, like, is this actually going to be in alignment with those values? I don't think so. Like this is something that yes, I could do, but I don't think it's actually what I'm looking for. I think this would be great for graduate students who are thinking about different career pathways. I know for me as a grad student, I really didn't start thinking about pathways outside of academia until my very last year in the program. I think actually doing this earlier on could be really helpful. I know oftentimes like we're not always like thinking about the career pathway when you're like in year 2 or 3, but I think the sooner you can start thinking about what's important to you, like all the better. But I also found it really, really helpful being a couple years out from my PhD program. And I think actually for people in that space where maybe you've tried something after your PhD program, it wasn't exactly what you were looking for. I think this actually sort of fills a bit of a gap because as a grad student, you do have access to like oftentimes a career center and resources for graduate students. But then once you're past that, you may not have something associated with your organization that you're working for. So yeah, I felt like it was kind of perfect for me being a couple years out from my PhD as well.